All right, good day, everyone.
Good day, ma'am.
All right, thank you for your responses. Okay, for today's discussion, we are going to talk about present progressive affirmative or now meaning. So, this discussion is a little bit different from the past because in this discussion, you'll be the ones or you're the in charge in finding out the meaning of the present progressive affirmative form of a sentence. Okay, so you'll be the first one to find out. You're the in charge of it. Okay? So how are we going to do that? Using some examples. So I have here in the next slide prepared a videos and I want you to describe what is happening in that video. All right, that is the first one. Can you please describe it? What is happening in that clip?
The girl is jumping.
Yes, that is correct. The girl is jumping. Let's see. That is correct. Let's have the next one. How about this one, Gian? Can you describe?
That person is tying his or her shoelaces.
Yes, that person, or he, or simply he is tying his shoelaces. Or, yeah, there you go. Okay, thank you, Gian. Let's have the next one. All right. So, how would you describe this one?
The popcorn is popping.
All right, very good, Daniel. The popcorn is popping. Let's see. Okay, there you go. Now, let's have the next one. All right, so there are the three examples I've shown you earlier. So when do you think these actions take place? Is it happening in the past or in the future or in the present? What do you think?
It's the present, ma'am. Something that is happening as they are being described.
Yes, it is happening the moment you describe it, right? The moment I showed you the video or the clip, you are able to describe it right away. So again, it is the actions take place in the present tense. Okay, next. All right. When we say present, it is also pertains to affirmative, which is now meaning. So I want you to remember that affirmative now meaning. All right. So here the sentences earlier. The girl is jumping. He is tying shoelaces. The popcorn is popping. All right. So I want you to observe these three sentences. And what do you think are their commonalities in terms of structure, I guess? What do you think? Anyone?
Ma'am,
Yes.
notice that the verbs are in its ing form.
Yes, it is in ing form. The verbs. What are the verbs in the three sentences?
Jumping, tying, and popping.
All right. Jumping, tying, and popping. How about the other parts of the sentence?
There is the word is before the verbs.
Yes, there's the verb is, the verb to be is or are. If the subject is plural. Okay, there you go. So, if you may notice, the first one in the first part of the sentence, there is a subject, and then we have the verb to be, which it can be is or are, and the verb that is in ing form. So after that, you can add, for example, object, adverbs. For example, he is dancing gracefully. After that, ing form of the verb. Okay, so yan, that's already answered by Daniel earlier. Okay, The verbs end in ing form. Oh, what does that mean if the verbs end in ing form?
It's happening in the present po.
Yes, it's happening in the present. I think it's the next slide. All right. When the verb is in its ing form, it is also called GN.
Progressive form, ma'am.
Yes. If the verb is in its ing form, it's also called progressive form, meaning the action is still ongoing the moment you speak about it. Just like what you did earlier, right? You described the video that I presented to you. Okay, next. All right. However, in um, formulating or creating progressive form of the verb, there are some differences. Okay, and in order for you to be able to make a correct progressive form of the verb, you need to consider the main verbs of each verb. Okay, the verb the first in the first sentence we have the verb jumping, and the main verb of that is jump. So to be able to make it an progressive form, what do we need to add, Daniel
ing, ma'am.
or Gian, I guess, if you want to answer?
The ing, ma'am.
All right, that is correct. We need to add ing to make it jumping. All right. So in the next sentence, we have the verb tying. So the main verb of that is of the word tying is tie. So how do we make it in its progressive form, considering its spelling tying? What happened to make it in that form? Yes, Daniel.
We replaced IE with Y and then we added ing.
Yes, exactly. We removed the letters I and E and replace it with the letter Y, and then we add the ing. Very good. The next one is pop. From the verb popping, the main verb is pop. So what happened in that?
We repeated P and then added ing.
Yes, that is correct. We double the consonant because the consonant before the consonant there is a vowel. So we need to double that consonant in order to make the correct form of a progressive form of the verb. Okay, let's see. Let's check. All right. If you want to take note of that, you may. Okay. Next. Great. So it's easy, right? Present. It is. We are talking about it right now. Progressive, the ing form. Again, affirmative. Now, meaning. So with the use of your observation and analyze through your uh, you'll be able to decode the meaning of the present progressive affirmative. So that is our topic for today. So again, as a recap, the structure is subject plus the verb to be and progressive form of the verb. And after that, you can add adverb or object. So there you go. Do you have any questions?
None, ma'am.
All right. As a practice, I think I prepared an activity for you. Give two sentences that describe what is happening in your home right now. So this is uh to to make it in the same what is that word? In the same purpose of this form to describe what is happening right now the moment you speak it. Okay, I'll be waiting for your answers. You may type in or you can just use your microphones.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Yes po.
Uh, my tummy is growling because I'm hungry, and my father is cooking dinner.
All right. It's the right timing. You're hungry right now. Your tummy is growling, and your father is cooking right now. Very good. Thank you, Daniel. How about you, Gian? Do you have your sentences?
Yes, ma'am. I am recording this discussion and I am unfurling a roll of plastic cover right now.
All right. You're recording this discussion right now. Thank you for your help, by the way. And you are unfurling. Did I hear that right? Unfurling. Can you explain us what's the meaning of that verb?
I am unrolling a roll of plastic cover. That's what I said.
All right, unrolling. Thank you. Very good, GN. So there you go. That is the present progressive affirmative form form of a sentence. It's easy, right?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
I.
All right. For the last time, what is the structure of a present progressive affirmative sentence?
The be verb plus the ing form of the base verb.
All right. Very good. All right. I guess if you don't have any questions, that's the end of our discussion. And for the next meeting, I want you to find some articles that we could use for our discussion. All right. So that will be the end. Thank you very much. You may now leave the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.